Very cool. Very cool. Both runners seem to be in the middle of the pack as far as the times go. Both very impressive overall. And I'm gonna say something I'm most excited to see in this race is the route that these runners choose. Are they going to choose to go fast and play a little risky, or are they going to play safe, consistent for that smooth action? But we have begun. The timer has started, and we're off.
Now it's interesting here because I believe Badroenis runs 120 as well. So I think he's got like a 142 or something in 120, which to me, a 1659 and 16 star is definitely quite a bit worse than a 142 and 120. So possible that we see him with a really clean run here. But also Devious looks like he's been doing some 70 stars. So who knows? Probably see some polished movement on both sides.
That's what I'm talking about. I feel like once you start to master those larger star categories, the movement starts to get wild. So this should be a heater right now.
Yes, absolutely. See how Lack 2 skip goes? Always sets the tone for the race when you get this. Oh, and Badroenis not getting it. And neither does Devious. A little bit of a Tony Hawk there in Kalakatu.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but at least for both of them, they both missed it. So it's still all up for grabs heading into bomb clip. I believe both runners are capable of doing LBLJ, but it seems they have opted for a more safe, traditional route, whatever you want to call it. Badroenis is having a tough time with his first bomb. It might explode.
Hate to see it. That's a rough mistake at the beginning, but let's see how he can back it up. Oh, missing the bomb. Should be good, though. Perfect. Narrow on the timing, but gets in their second try. Not too big of a time loss.
Good.
It's interesting to see. It looks like Badroenis is running on Japanese, but Devious is running on the US version.
Right. It'll be cool to see the route that they go with heading into Womps. I'm not too familiar with their strats, but with times this fast, I gotta expect they're pushing the limit here. It looks like Devious is gonna go for Owless right off the bat.
Looks good. Oh, never mind. A little bit of a clip on the edge there. Like both players starting off with Owless. Badroenis with that nice quick turn. Oh, Devious missing it. Second try. You're gonna go for it again. This is when you start to ask yourself, you know, do I go for a backup? But he gets it.
There we go. Both players moving on from the start. Tough break, missing it twice, but in the end, I don't think it'll be too bad for Devious here.
Ooh, not too bad. Oh.
Huff on that cannonless attempt by Badroenis, but backs it up real well.
Oh, and a missed cannonless for Devious as well.
Oh no.
These runners are having kind of a similar run right now. Some similar mistakes and womps. You know, the classics. Just run through the script of all the mistakes. So much can go wrong in womps. You just want to get out without more than 10, 20 seconds of time loss, and you'll be okay with that.
Oh no,
missing texture again.
It's rough stuff, but we'll see if you can pull it off.
Devious opting for sock folder, and we have a sink. You'll love to see it.
Love to see that. Both runners having some trouble at the beginning of Womps, but grabbing that fourth star at the same time. We are all synced up. Exactly. Let's see how this goes.
Both players going up to fight the Womp King. Let's see how this boss fight goes. Wow, we are just cruising here. You can see on the English version there, those text boxes just a little bit faster. Looks like there might have been only 2 of them as well. I wasn't sure, but Devious saving a little bit of time.
It's crazy. Something like a text box may not seem like a big deal, but in a category as short as 16, those frames can make all the difference.
Absolutely, and with that instant star grab, Devious lined himself up just a little bit better there. He actually took the lead.
You'd love to see it. This is good stuff right here.
Yeah, I love to see it. Should be able to get out of Womps clean as long as nothing goes horribly wrong here. Everything looking good so far.
Devious hitting the early cycle on that tower. You love to see it. I'm expecting a solid CCM out of both these dudes. They're zooming, and I like what I'm seeing.
Absolutely. I think right around this PB, you start to ask, are you going for the wall kicks pro strat, or are you going to go play it safe? You only save maybe 1.5, 2.5 seconds or something with the pro strat, depending on how your intermediate strats are. So we'll see if they go for it and see how it goes. It's definitely a risky star.
There, looks like Devious is, in fact, Badroenis as well, both going for pro wall kicks. Oh, Badroenis tumbling off the ledge, but he's going to back it up real quick and move on just as soon.
Good backup. That's one of those mistakes with that star that you just start to ask yourself, was it worth the time save, or should I just play it safe? But, hats off to both of them for going for it, and, if you don't take a death, I think that's a W on that one.
I'm with it. And at the end of the day, this is still a close one. I am excited heading in to Dark World. In a race this close with similar competitors, I can only imagine Dark World as it is could be the difference. We could either see them, we could either see them put some great runs through, or not. I think those are the 2 options.
Absolutely. Well, in the no LBLJ route, Dark World really is the great filter, right? You get past Dark World, your run gets a lot better. You got some easy basement stars ahead of you. It's not too bad, but Dark World it's never easy. A lot of places you can mess up. Both players having a pretty good start. Devious missing the switch, but should be able to still catch normal cycle. Maybe Shig if he's extra clean with his movement. Alright, opting for the long jump. He's got it, just missing the amp. Oh, but the amp comes back around for the revenge hit. Hate to see it. Oh, the ledge grab, little scary. Good backup. And just like that, Badroenis has just squeezed out the lead just with some cleaner Dark World movement. I believe he caught Shig and getting double firsties. Really clean Dark World from Badroenis.
You love to see it, and while the race is still close, Badroenis has indeed taken the lead. Looks like he's switching his controller for throws. Let's see what happens.
All right. Oh, just a tad short. Let's see if he can putt in Bowser. Oh. Just a little bit of damage there, but nothing too big. And with that, Devious has taken the lead. We have a very close race here.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the back and forth that you love to see. I have no idea what's going to happen heading into basement. I'm wondering if anyone's going to feel the pressure, turn it up, maybe go for a side hop, something like that. But we'll see.
Yes, we will. Making their way down. Yes, at this point in the race, basement stars, not too tough. Like you said, side hop kind of throws a wrench in that. It's kind of a tough star in the middle of all the simpler stars, the quick stars, but we'll just have to see what happens, Around a 1724, 1659, I think you could go either way, whether you go for talent or not. And it looks like Devious is going to opt for Talon. We'll see if he decides to replace an HMC star with Side Hop.
I don't think that's a bad call. Both runners have made a couple mistakes so far tonight, but I think consistency in the save play, especially in a race setting, is always a good call.
Both runners using the Lakitu cam on that star grab there for the Talon star. I don't support the Lakitu cam. I heard some objections to that earlier. I think that Mario cam C down is the right way to do it. Sometimes you come a little short of the star, but you just got a ground pound. It's a lot easier than having to fly past it to the left or the right and then come around back for it. But, whatever works for you, if it's consistent.
Some may call it reckless, but it got the job done.
Exactly. Both runners with a pretty clean reds. Badroenis just with some quicker turns. Gonna squeeze out the lead, but at this point, any small mistake in either of these runners is in first place. We have a very, very close race.
I'm telling you, it just feels like it's been frames difference this whole race. Like a toad punch could be oh my god! DeviousDD punching Toad as he enters the HMC room.
Yeah, no, that was a scary prediction right there.
I take no responsibility.
All right, let's see what these runners decide to do. There's a bit of a split in the community over a left or a right side here. Oh, and there you go. Badroenis showing why maybe the left side is actually the safer strat here. That's one I don't know if I have seen in quite a while. The pound over the edge into the hole. Hate to see it.
Little breakdance on the way back into HMC, but with that death, it looks like Devious gonna grab a full star lead about right now, heading towards the bunny.
Absolutely. Devious on a pretty good pace. Probably 18-minute pace here. If he continues to play well, which looking like he is. Good job dodging boulders there.
Looks like Badroenis recovering well on his way to star 15. This is exciting. I expect the swims to dazzle, but I'm not gonna lie. I got my eyes on fire seeing in BLJs right now. This is gonna be very spicy.
Yeah, this is where the heat starts to turn up. We'll see how the runners handle the pressure here. Devious with a pretty clean MIPS coming in to the 30-star door with a pound, but second try and he's got it. See how Badroenis does. Nice and slow lining up. Very good.
Too far behind. You gotta imagine with the race where it is a zero cycle by Badroenis. Devious does not hit it. Could be all the difference.
Badroenis having a little trouble with the 30-star door, but he manages to get in. It's interesting because we've actually seen these runners go for pretty much the same strats throughout this whole race, which is pretty crazy. I can't think of almost a single strat that they did differently. Even coming down to texture setup. Devious did go for a sock folder on the second try, but just very, very similar racers here, having a very similar run. Not too much difference. Let's see how
very cool to see it lined up. Oh my goodness, Badroenis is going for front sub. This is madness.
Going for a bit of a 120-star front sub. Uh-oh. Gonna eat some lag on that fall. See if he can get it second try. Very good.
Very nice backup. You love to see it. Badroenis cool, calm, and collected, while Devious is blasting through fire seat.
Little bit late for the early cycle, but still be able to catch the one cycle here, no problem. Oh, and taking a little bit of a fall. be okay. Yeah, he's still making it all right. Just going to be a little bit of time loss.
Now Badroenis had a great start, but he's run into some trouble by the pole on the first floor. It does not look like either runner will be hitting 0 cycle this race.
Again, continuing to have just very similar mistakes. Let's see what happens with the BLJs, because at this point, anything could happen. It's a few missed BLJs, and we're all tied up all over again. Badroenis opting for the front camera, going to eat a little bit of lag there, but definitely a little bit more consistent than some of the other angles. Sometimes can be scary coming at that with the camera pointed backwards.
Indeed. Now Devious hitting the throw. Let's see if Badroenis can do the same, and I'm not gonna lie. This is still pretty spicy, heading towards the J's.
Absolutely. All right, Badroenis knows his lag reductions. You do Mario Cam when the key comes out, and then I believe you do Mario Cam C down when you collect the key. Fun fact for optimal lag frames.
Very, very cool.
All right, Devious with the BLJs. Let's see how this goes. Very quick, right through, carrying the momentum. Devious having a really clean set of BLJs here. Let's see how the second one goes. Oh, catching, but he is up. And Devious is entering Bowser in the Sky. Let's see what Badroenis has with his set of BLJs here. This in the first one.
And there you go. You love to see it. Devious with the slower PB maybe appears the underdog in this race, but he is delivering. He is ahead and flying through bits in race 1 right now.
Absolutely. Badroenis getting the second BLJ very quick. He's got a lot of speed. What's he going to do with it? Oh, he recovered. That's a beautiful backup. Very tricky to do when you got that much speed. Easy to wet dry world or fly down the stairs, but handled it well.
Very well done. Cool under pressure. Badroenis is going for it.
Devious is not letting up, though. He's going to need to miss a few throws here for Badroenis to have a chance. Devious is in the pipe. Beautiful moving left from Badroenis. Quite getting the triple. Devious just to the left.
Devious.
And Badroenis is in the pipe as well. You love
Now
to see
this
it. Another miss
is
throw.
getting spicy. Another miss from Devious. Both runners basically synced up.
Badroenis actually taking the lead with one throw. Let's see if Devious can catch up here. First throw is good.
My gosh,
Badroenis missing the second throw. That should hit Devious with the second throw.
Game with Badroenis. Devious missing the bounce toss.
Oh no!
Badroenis as well.
Oh no! Oh no! Devious smacking right into Bowser. Badroenis has a chance to end it, so does Devious.
Oh!
Badroenis gets it!
Oh my gosh! With the final throw in the final moment, Badroenis has taken race 1 from DeviousDD. This is insanity. It was back and forth the whole time. My goodness, what a race.
Absolutely captivating game 1. You can't ask for anything better than that. Back and forth. Really unfortunate for Devious there. Throws are just such a difficult task right at the end there. You know, a lot of pressure and a couple frames can make the difference there. But great job for Badroenis keeping it together, hitting that moving left side and pulling it out.
Goodness. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that race seemed to have it all. There was the back and forth. We had a few stumbles here and there. We had some solid BLJs. We had a dazzling fire. See, now I have no idea what to expect going into race 2, but with both runners finishing within 10 seconds of each other, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think with race 2, what I really would like to see is both runners had a very good most of their game. I think they made a lot of similar mistakes. Fire C was one of them. We didn't see an early cycle from either runner. We had the missed Lakitu skips, and then we had some shenanigans with bomb clip, a little bit in womps. So maybe there's a little bit of, cleanup to be done, but other than that, just do the same thing again, and I think we'll have another exciting race ahead of us.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I am no longer sitting down. I'm pumped up, ready for race 2, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like we might go to race 3, dude. I don't know. This is so hype. It's so close. The viewer in me, would love to see that, but in the end, I'd love to see a solid race in general.
Pando, given what happened with that Toad Punch, I say if you say there's going to be a game 3, we might just see a game 3 here.
Oh no!
We'll just have to see, though. We'll have to see. Devious had a really good race.
Dude.
Some of his parts, like Mip's clip was one of them, were quite a bit cleaner than Badroenis. Maybe something that Badroenis doesn't practice as much as a 120-star runner. I know Mip's is just, it stands out as kind of its own unique thing. It's not movement based necessarily like a lot of the other things. It's kind of a specific trick. So we'll see what happens.
My goodness. Well, these runners have clearly put in the work. They have grinded. They have spent the time. And for Devious, it all comes down to this. His back is against the wall. And I gotta imagine he's going to show up and try to take this one from Badroenis.
Absolutely. All right, let's see how Lakitu goes this time. Both of our runners. And both opting for the same setup. Badroenis has got it. Let's see how Devious does. Of course he has it, because Badroenis got it. Perfect. Perfect sync.
You gotta imagine this being as close as it is Devious reconsidering his decision not to use the Japanese emulator? I wonder.
I absolutely agree. We're seeing that difference right now, just a few seconds from that intro, and we'll see what Devious can do throughout the race. Maybe we'll see a missed Mips grab from Badroenis. We know we have that fast Mips on the Japanese version. Very tricky.
Big bombs all around. That's what I'm talking about. Both dudes looking great here heading into Wumps.
Like I said, just a few things to clean up, and so far both runners have cleaned up both of their mistakes that they had at the beginning, and we've got a really strong start.
I'd like to imagine they've settled. The nerves have calmed down a bit, and I'm thinking they're ready to perform.
I think so. Let's see how Owlus goes if both runners opt to start with that again. Badroenis with a nice fence clip and a quick turn. Really showing a lot of confidence there with Owlus. Same with Devious.
What I'm talking about.
All right, we did have a little bit of shenanigans with texture first time around. Let's see what happens. Given how things have gone so far, I would hope that all works out, but Cannonless is a spooky trick. There's some mysterious forces behind it. Badroenis has got it. Devious going for sock folder this time. I don't blame him. And he's got it.
You love to see that pan out. I gotta say, that's some great decision making right there. I say well played and support it.
Yeah, taking a few seconds of time loss, but you know, it's not something that, you know, a small bonk or something on Badroenis' side won't make up. So I say go for the consistent strat there, especially if it didn't work out last race. Oh, grabbing the pole.
You know, there is that that mentality, that shift between doing a race and going for PBs. I mean, I said it earlier, but it's like you're able to make some riskier moves, do this because you can reset. But when you're up against some stiff competition like this, sometimes you got to kind of restructure the route, like change your strats a little bit, and it seems to be going well.
Absolutely. Even if you aren't nervous in a race scenario, you never know what the shift in mentality just being in a race is going to do to your gameplay. Just you know, a few frames off either direction on your inputs and your tricks that you're doing aren't going to work.
You know,
Interesting.
in a matchup like this, I gotta wonder whether or not each of these dudes has their eyes on the other competitor, whether they're watching or not, to see if they need to change up their strats.
Yeah, that definitely depends on the runner. Some people prefer to watch that and kind of gauge if they should do things like maybe a moving left side or, you know, pull out the fancier tricks right at the end there to make up some time. But some people don't like to do that. Some people like to just zone into their own world and kind of get in the flow state and not worry about what the other runner's doing.
I like it. I like it. Now, both runners hitting early cycle up on that tower. On their way to CCM, Badroenis going for pro wall kicks again. I wonder if Devious will do the same.
Very clean. Badroenis starts with an interesting combo there. I don't know if that was a backup. He did it both times where he kind of does a jump and a kick instead of the rollout. But as long as you're getting down there. Devious with very clean wall kicks as well.
Very, very nice Badroenis. On his way to Dark World with about a half-star lead, give or take, I'll say.
Oh, and Devious missing the first grab on the Penguin. No big deal, backs it up well. Also choosing that lag reduction cam, going for Mario cam there. Just saving a few frames of lag. Gotta squeeze out all the time save you can.
Right. Now it is time to buckle up. I'm expecting a fiery Dark World out of both these dudes right now.
Alright. Badroenis gets the switch. You love to see it. But Devious is right on his tail. He can pull out a shig here. I'd say there's, you know, about a 10-second difference right now, which just a few cycles could make that difference. Devious taking a little bit of a burn. See how he backs it up. It's good so far. Badroenis showing a lot of confidence in Dark World. Very clean turns, very clean everything, really. No double firsties this time, but finishing it out strong. Love to see it.
Dude's got ice in his veins right now. That was cool, calm, and collected. That's what I'm talking about. Devious holding it down after that burn. And looking solid.
Absolutely. I didn't see what cycle he got. I imagine he pulled out a normal though. I didn't see any big mistakes, so no big time loss.
The throw connects for Badroenis.
Just to give you an idea of how much cleaner these runners have been this run, we're coming out of Dark World something like 45 seconds ahead of the last match, which is, you know, for only 8 minutes in, is a very, very good run.
Yeah, these both these guys came to play. in race 2. This is very, very exciting. Devious with a small misstep on the first throw. But not that I don't think what I'm trying to say is I think it'll be all right. I think he can recover from this.
I think so too. I think that a few little slip-ups or maybe an early cycle, something like that, or just a few BLJs that don't connect for Badroenis. We did see that Devious had some cleaner BLJs last time, if I remember right. So anything can happen. It is a 16-star race.
Badroenis sticking with Fly Guy. I don't think we're gonna see anything crazy as far as a side hop, I guess I'm trying to say, coming out here, unless Devious is feeling spicy right now.
I think we're gonna see another Talon. Makes sense, you know. Stick with what worked. If it worked last race, you had a good race. Stick with it. Don't blame him.
Love to see it. Both runners looking confident and composed.
Another run through that LAC 2 cam, you know, just makes me extremely uncomfortable every time, but that's just something that we're gonna have to deal with is some strange camera movements, you know. Disagreeable movement. Badroenis again with another clean reds. Devious exiting LLL. Probably about 20 seconds back or so right now. Nothing insurmountable.
This is great pace by Badroenis. Devious too, but I gotta wonder how close to this PB he's getting. I'm impressed.
Yeah, we'll have to see what his HMC exit is. I believe that he could PB if he maybe pulled out a 0 cycle and some really good BLJs. He might be looking at a PB. Very clean for a no LBLJ run. Oh, and missing the wall kick. Just a little bit of an angle adjustment there was probably needed, but it's a really tough angle to get, so no worries. Good backup. All right, Devious entering HMC right behind Badroenis. Again, both runners just kind of cleaning up here. There's not many mistakes happening to point out. They're doing very solid, and as I say that, Devious missing the left side. Gonna have to go for not wall kicks. What is it? Boulders will work, something like that.
Those boulders are gonna work. I'm telling you, we're good to go. And nothing major in there. Devious backs it up. He's doing solid. Both runners looking great as they clean up these quick stars heading towards the bunny.
Badroenis coming out of HMC right around 11:15, I think, which is a pretty good HMC exit, especially for a race. Had a good basement.
Yeah, he's on a dazzler for sure. And Devious being so close and their times the way they are, I gotta say, we got a double dazzler on our hands right now.
Badroenis going right through that first door. Coming up to the second one. And right through that one as well. Let's see how Devious does. Oh, and he just missed his MIPS. But he's got him on the backup. That's what matters.
That bunny was lucky, I'm telling you. That could not have been closer by Devious, dude.
Get the clean grab. Oh, with the adjustment. Oh, he kicks himself through the door. It's a brutal thing when you miss the MIPS once, just because it's so much time loss for such a silly feeling mistake. Can hurt your mentality. Almost through the 30-star. Let's see if we can get it this time. Perfect. Can hurt your mentality, but you just got to come back from it.
Oh no, Badroenis trying a second backup on front sub. This could be potentially devastating. Devious cruising through, swimming fast. It looks like Badroenis is going to pull it off though, but the gap has closed a bit. Badroenis is going to need some solid BLJs if he wants this comfortable lead. heading towards bits and throws right now.
Absolutely. See how Fire C goes for him. Good start. Camera movement there made me think he was going for red coins for a second. Thought he might have gotten confused on what category he was running, but good to see he continued without grabbing it. Might lose some time.
Bit of a GNC moment, but it happens to all of us. He's looking good though. He hits that cycle with the triple jump, and we're about to see if Devious can pull off the same.
Absolutely. Badroenis on very good pace now with that early cycle. Could possibly sub 17. Devious cruising through Fire C as well, though. Not too far behind. See how BLJ's going. The glitchy tail grab. Perfect. Devious going for the triple jump. Will he get the wall kick? Oh no, he doesn't even need it. He just flies right over. You'll love to see it.
Very nice, very nice.
Again, both players just hitting the same things consistently. Of course, Devious had a little bit of a slip up on MIPS, kind of like how Badroenis did in the last round, but we'll see. If all continues, Badroenis is going to miss a few throws in Bowser 3.
As we head towards this moment, I do want to take a moment to shout out our sponsor, Urban Arts, holding it down with this $2,000 prize pool for the tournament. Legendary, absolutely legendary.
Yes, big shout out to Urban Arts. They make these kind of events happen, and you'll love to see it. Badroenis missing the first BLJ, but he almost had it. Let's see how he does. Catching it the last second, not quite. And this is Devious's chance right here to catch up. Oh, Badroenis popping right through. He's got the speed. Doing a little bit of a dance, but he's going up the stairs now. Devious is going to need some good BLJs.
It's tough for Badroenis on a pace like that, but he has still got a solid lead here, and I believe he can finish strong. Let's see if Devious can nail these J's.
We got Badroenis heading into Sky after a clean second BLJ. Devious, will that be enough speed? Will not. Talking to the door twice. That is very unfortunate.
No, Badroenis missing the triple jump at the beginning of bits. This is the time that Devious needs, but it will not matter unless he can blast this action through the stairs. And there he is, through door one, cruising to through door one, cruising towards the stairs. Badroenis has died again. This is getting spicy.
Devious with the instant BLJ right there. He is up the stairs. He just needs to get in the hole. And we are almost tied up. Badroenis is just a few seconds ahead of Devious. So we'll see how this goes. Badroenis, can he hit the triple jump? Third try. He can. Third try's the charm. All right. And Devious follows suit. Perfect. Does get hit by the amp, but still making his way through. See if Badroenis goes for moving left side again. Oh, and he misses it. And with that, Devious has taken the lead. Not by much, though. We are still very close. Devious also going for a moving left side. Also missing it, but he does get the ledge grab. Let's see what he does to back it up. Oh no, we have both players falling down.
Missing the left side attempt. They have both plummeted. Devious a bit less. He will have a short lead heading towards the log action. What's he gonna do? Is he going left side again?
Like he is. Oh no, with the ground pound. I don't know if I've seen that. And Badroenis has it.
Both runners stumbling.
It's a very unfortunate timed ground pound. Badroenis into throws now.
Oh, he's doing it Devious right back in action. If there's anything that race 1 has told us, these throws could be wild. Badroenis seems to be lagging a little bit here.
Yeah, good view of a blue screen here. Hope everything is all right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It seems we may have experienced some cartridge tilt on Badroenis' side here, which is absolutely devastating. That is not something you ever want to see on a pace like that in a race like this. So hearts in chat for Badroenis in a moment like this.
Yeah, that is absolutely devastating, and really just kind of amazing that we saw a soft lock in the last race, and then in this one we saw a cartridge tilt ending. We're kind of getting the whole spectrum of mistakes here. Just various things that can go wrong in Mario 64. Devious still finishing up his Bowser throws here. Should be able to finish it out just to the right. And that should be good with the 1.5 throw. All right, so with Badroenis with the cartridge tilt, does that make a DNF for this race?
I am not sure. I think that may mean we are heading towards race 3. We're going to need official confirmation on this. But man, that is rough. We are heading towards race 3. It looks like. My hope here is Badroenis can see the randomness of this. It was not even a mistake, you know what I mean? But if I think if he can overcome this, I think he's proved that he is going fast today, and he's really got what it takes to win the series. But you gotta imagine DeviousDD is seeing this as like a second chance at life right now. He's gonna be going for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on Badroenis' side there. My guess is that, if Devious didn't hit that moving left side the second time, which was really the only difference there. They were all tied up to that point, and Badroenis saw and knew he wasn't supposed to be ahead. He wasn't following the script, so he kicked his console or something. But I have no other good explanation, to be honest. But, we got our game 3, so you can't complain. In the end.
My goodness, it must have been a particle from space or something. But if I don't know, if these races have told us anything so far, it's that we are going to have a good one right now. Race 3, I'm expecting to be hyped. I think everyone's warmed up, ready to game, and I'm excited to see what comes out.
Absolutely. Let's see what they can do on this third race. I don't know if either runner was expecting a third race, so see what happens. Both runners hitting Lakitu skip, though. Strong start again. And with game 1, if the nerves are still getting shaken off in game 1, game 2, most of them are gone. Game 3 can be kind of a wild card, maybe you've shaken off the nerves, you feel great going into this one, but maybe, everything's on the line at this point. It's a 1-1 situation, and you have to perform. There's no backups anymore, so see what happens. Both runners hitting bomb clip.
You love to see it. Badroenis looking solid after that mishap. In my mind, this dude is untilted. He is ready to go. He is sharp as attack or something else that's very sharp in general.
Devious showing off a little bit in lobby with some wall kicks.
Man, when I said anything could happen heading into throws, I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither. I think that's probably a first as far as what I've seen, at least in a race situation. Seen plenty of console tilting shenanigans happen, but you don't want it happening in a race. It's very unfortunate for Badroenis.
Both of the homies securing the Owless.
Really just doing a crash course on Womps here. These last two games. It's been great.
Yeah, they both delivered. They both delivered last time. This is honestly, it's great to watch. I love watching people tear up Womps, dude.
Yeah, Womps, kind of a love-hate stage, I would say, amongst the SM64 community. Everybody sees it all the time because it's the first stage in pretty much every category. But it is a very fun stage. It's a fun stage to watch, fun stage to play. A lot of challenging movement and kind of an infinite ceiling of how difficult the strats are that you can go for to try and squeeze out a few more seconds out of Womps.
We spend a lot of time there. Despite the struggles sometimes, I have a good time on the level. I like it.
You know, that's a really good thing for a long Mario career, is a good relationship with Womps. I think if you start hitting Womps early on, you're not gonna last very long with speedrunning this game.
There we go. Both these dudes making it up to the big man in style. I do not see them slowing down anytime soon.
Absolutely not. Both with a very clean Womp King. Let's see if Devious ended up on the star. Looks like he did. Pretty much identical thus far. Just a few slip-ups maybe on Devious' side, and he is running on the US version, so he's a bit behind because Peach had to read that letter at the beginning, but nothing that is insurmountable yet again. Just another very clean, very close race. And you wonder if you're Devious at this point, you know, you watch this back and you're looking at your performance in these races, you're looking at these close races, and you're saying, like, maybe I should buy a Japanese card at this point, right? And switch over, because save that few seconds might just win you the race in these situations.
Maybe he's waiting for like a premier time in his career to save that second, but we may be there now. This is a close race.
That it is. Right. Both players entering CCTM. Badroenis going for the rollout that time, so that does answer my question. Just a backup. Does miss platform there. Gonna have to back that up with some wall kicks. He has the star. Love to see it.
Devious seeing Badroenis go for the backup, does a couple ground pounds himself to keep the race where it is. Oh no, Devious gonna have to back it up himself, going with these wall kicks, and he's got it.
He goes for a really interesting strat there, where he kind of goes for an extra dive on the bridge there, which the first two times I saw it and I was like, that looks scary. That time it didn't quite work out, so I wonder why he does that over just a long jump or a single jump dive.
So that's something I love about like this game in general, you know, like not just the category, but like the route, like for the most part is like same. Where what like the no LBLJ or the LBLJ like route, whatever it is, it's like there's only so much deviation. But even with like people that have the exact same route, you'll see these different like variances that really make it for an interesting race and a fun category, fun game to watch.
Absolutely, and with Super Mario 64, I feel like the creativity in the movement is something that really makes the game shine. You know, as a runner, you can kind of choose some strats and decide what you want to do, and there's certain stages, like for example Dark World here, where you just need to make the cycle, right? You can do whatever you want to do on the way to the cheese block, as long as you make that cheese block on time, then you aren't losing any time. So you see a lot of different strategies that people use to make the same cycle, which is just leaves room for some creativity and some interesting movement, and runners to kind of set themselves apart from other runners in different ways.
Now, Badroenis, with the exception of a ground pound right there by the cheese, is hauling. Looks like Devious is doing a great job as well. Dark World ain't no thing for these two here in race 3.
Yeah, I don't know how much race experience either of these guys have, but they're playing like they've done many races before. They're showing a lot of confidence in these races, and you love to see it.
Yeah, I'm impressed. This is super cool. You love to see. I don't know. You just love to see the racers deliver. You know, for their sake, it feels great to play well, and we're all having a great time watching it. It's a win-win.
Now, I don't know if Devious has hit a single one of these Bowser 1 throws yet. Struggling a little bit with that, but that is no worries. Just a few seconds time lost. Kind of looking a lot like last game here. Badroenis, bit of a lead going down in the basement. We'll see if he can have a clean basement again.
Now Badroenis with a bit of a lead. I mean, I'd say over all 3 races, I'd say Badroenis has had the advantage. He does have a little lead on Devious with the PB there, but I gotta say, Devious has been holding it down. This race could still go either way. I'm pumped.
Badroenis finishing up Talon Star. He does a pretty optimal strat there. You want to hold neutral when you hit the bird, and that will give you the optimal speed on your kind of your spin flight. And then you see some players hold down A, but from what I've heard, you're actually supposed to land as far like back on that platform as you can. You're not supposed to hold down A to try and fly further, because running or long jumping is faster than flying, so you can actually save a few frames there.
Ooh.
Both players actually doing it pretty optimally, though.
It's those little things that are gonna make all the difference.
Yeah, it seems
Devious.
like Badroenis is just showing his 120 experience here in basement. No LBLJ kind of touches a lot of the easier 120 stars, I would say, in basement. So really not shaken up at all.
Very cool. Very cool. A solid reds by Badroenis. He is ready to enter the cave. Devious with a little burn on his way to coin 7 there, but he will grab the star and move on just the same.
Yeah, I think, honestly, we've seen both players hit DLJs on their first couple of tries here. They've been pretty consistent with that. So I think this round is really going to come down to the MIPS clip. That's kind of been the biggest variation in these races, has been the MIPS clips. So coming up on that, we'll see how they do.
Indeed. Badroenis, smooth sailing. And HMC, I believe Devious is going to hold it down as well. But we are getting down to it. It is still close. I know, but I think you're right. I think these Jays could be fine. Everyone's had a great day so far. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Badroenis nearly going back into HMC there with that kick, but just flying over the level.
Oh,
but he misses MIPS on the first try.
Rough. He gets the backup, but we'll see if Devious can get a quick grab here. He will made up some solid time.
Badroenis nice and slow into the door. Slow but very consistent. Watching for that shadow to vanish under MIPS. Devious also missing that first grab. Oh, interesting backup, but it works.
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, it was a little risky. You know, if you didn't quite hit him there, probably would have had MIPS run right past you, but he got him. Saved a few seconds over waiting for him to stop and come back.
Devious making sure he's got the right angle for the bunny, and he pulls it off. Second door, gonna be...
Badroenis gonna opt for back sub this time. Really can't blame him. He definitely wasn't saving any time with his front sub in those last 2 rounds, so this will actually save him some time.
Indeed. Great pace from these 2 runners in race 3. Ooh, everything's spicy from here on out. I'm expecting some solid Fire C action. I don't think either dude is gonna leave anything on the table right now.
Badroenis, let's see if he can pull out another 0 cycle. I didn't see his HMC exit time, but it looks like he's still on sub 17 pace if he can move through this quickly and finish strong. Devious having a little bit of fun with the fin back there. He does get back on. Always tricky once you fall off that fin, trying to judge how Mario's going to jump out of the water, because sometimes he jumps straight up, sometimes he wants to leap forward. It's just kind of a disaster once you miss that fin.
Badroenis with absolute textbook fire seat. This dude is flying. He's ready for Bowser 2, and I'm not gonna lie. I can see the determination in this dude's face. This dude can't believe it with the cartridge tilt, but I'm pumped to see him coming back so strong. Devious little falter.
Hopefully he has bubble wrapped his N64. It's in the corner, far away from him. You know, not going to be bumped by anybody, any pets, anything like that. Got to protect the console for this last round.
Maybe a couple armed guards as well to stand by just in case.
Absolutely. Definitely necessary for speedrunning SM64.
All right. Devious with the double burn. He is going to square off against Bowser. Badroenis, this is his moment. He is on an incredible pace right now. If he can pull this off, we're gonna be seeing some large action in bits here.
At first BLJ. Oh, just catching at the end there. Not quite. Now I didn't see, did Devious pull out an early cycle and Fire C that time? Hard to tell because missing early cycle only loses, I think, about 10 seconds or so, maybe 10 to 15 seconds, so it's hard to say, but with Badroenis' BLJs right now, they are just about tied up here. That one start orientation away.
Yeah. There's always a chance that BLJs are going to be the difference. And you got to imagine Badroenis is sweating right now in this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like that, Devious is right through the door. Devious has taken the lead. Long jumps right up the stairs. Badroenis has to make these BLJs if he wants to have a chance at this.
You got this, Badroenis. I think he's gonna hit him, and we're gonna see both these dudes make it into bits at a decent time. But you,
just up those, and Badroenis coming through. That's enough speed. He's got it.
Can't help
just
but
have
feel
to make it up the stairs.
It's a place we've always been struggling on those J's. Sometimes they seem impossible, or they have been patched, what have you. But either way, Devious has taken the lead, and he is pushing it towards the end of bits as we speak.
Devious finding that amp again after a really clean triple jump. Hate to see it, but still doing well. He's got the jump dive. Let's see how moving left side goes. Actually going for a standing left side this time. Oh no, with the bonk! And he's down, and Badroenis is just behind him, right on his tail. It is anybody's game at this point.
Devious taking a deep dive. We have got a dazzler on our hands, y'all. Wowee.
Pando, do we have a triple dazzler here? I believe we
This
do.
is, I think so. This is kind of what I'm talking about. This is what I was hoping would happen today. I don't think we could be any luckier in this moment. These dudes are putting on one hell of a performance for us, and I'm having a great time. It seems like Devious may have the advantage in this moment, heading towards the pipe. But Badroenis has settled his back up, and he is heading for the same.
All right, Devious needs these throws. Let's see how they go. We know he has struggled a little bit with these Bowser 3 throws at the end of the game, but can he pull out 3 quick ones? Will that hit? Oh, just hits. That's one. Badroenis, coming back. Great backup in the pipe.
Now, Devious has missed a throw, but Badroenis is going for it. I cannot believe it. It is 1-0 right now. Devious squaring up. He's gonna hit his second
throw. Badroenis missing the first throw.
Oh my gosh.
Devious missing his third throw. Oh no. Badroenis just to the left. Oh, you hate to see it. Devious has a chance to finish it out right here. Will he do it? Oh, just to the left again.
Is anyone's game. It is 2 throws to 2 throws. Next throw wins. These are the stipulations. Oh, looks
I think that was Badroenis' second.
One more. Oh my god.
Just missing the third throw. This is anybody's game. Devious has it.
Oh my gosh, Devious. Devious has done it.
Squeezing out game 3 by a narrow margin. Really only in this because Badroenis had the cartridge tilt, which is so unfortunate, but you know, big kudos to Devious for coming in game 3 and pulling out a strong run there. Again, another just such a tight run there. That was insane.
I can't believe it. I really can't. That was back and forth. My heart is beating. This series had it all. We had the J's, we had the throws, we had some spicy bits, action, but at the end of the day, it's been Devious coming through, victorious.
Insane. And you see the times on those runs, those were 19-minute runs, but those players were playing like 17-minute runners for most of that. And then we just had some unfortunate mistakes at the end there, but seriously good gameplay on these runs.
Yeah, holy bones. And GG to both Badroenis and DeviousDD. Absolute insanity. I can't believe we got cartridge tilt. But 2, after race 1, in race 3, having the spiciest of throws, I'm not sure my heart could have taken it on a third round of throws in race 2. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was just a few throws away from a heart attack there. That was close. We'll see if either runner wants to come in here for an interview. I'm not sure if they do.
For sure, but honestly, like I mentioned it earlier, but both runners proving that they have got what it takes. They have put in the time. We have seen an incredible 3, or like a best of 3 here, a 3-game series is what I'm trying to say. And you got to give it up for both dudes. What a performance. What a series. Hot dang. I'm impressed.
You know, throughout that series, we really didn't see a lot of dust. We didn't see a lot of mistakes, but just generally clean movement from both runners. Like, you got to give them props because, Badroenis, obviously, with the 142 and 120 star, that's, you got to have clean movement for that. But Devious coming in, he's got some 70 star experience, whatnot, but obviously a runner with a lot of potential. With a lot of speed, just flying through those runs. I'm surprised he doesn't even have a lower PB than he does right now, given that he played so well under pressure. I imagine he's going to PB soon after that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if either of these two dudes PB'd in the next couple of weeks. They seem to be playing very well.
Absolutely. Right. Well, we'll see if they want to come in for an interview. In the meantime, I guess we can shout out Urban Arts again. Urban Arts work to get underprivileged students matched up with the right college, and they have a 100% success rate apparently in getting those matched up and getting into the right schools. So thank you to them for supporting this and providing some prize pool.
That race was scary as hell. Not gonna lie.
All right, we got Devious in the
my
booth.
dude. What a series! How you feeling after that? Is your heart still like beating? Like what's going on?
I feel bad because Badroenis should have won, but he cartridge tilted. Because he definitely should have beat me, but he just got unlucky.
Yeah, that was truly a stray space particle or something that came flying in to cause that. But that's just how SM64 goes sometimes. There's a lot of luck involved, and some of that luck is on a level that nobody really understands, like cartridge tilting and soft locking and all sorts of stuff like that. So, GG's either way. Congrats on the win. Very, very good gameplay overall. You were pretty much on Badroenis' tail for game 2 and 3, just behind for the whole time, and then that game 1 was trading the lead the whole time. So you definitely kept up.
Yeah, it was fun. GG's to Badro, and I'm scared for the next round because I'm pretty sure he has like a 15-3x, so that's gonna be scary.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, hey, you made it through tonight as the underdog. That's gotta feel good. You were going real fast, so I gotta ask it. How are you feeling heading into the next round? It seems like you might have a solid opponent ahead of you.
I just want to play consistent. I'm probably gonna pull out LBLJ if I have a bad first race, but other than that, I think I'll be fine.
Respect, man. I love it.
Devious, do you have experience with the LBLJ route already?
Yeah, that's my PB is on LBLJ route, but I just decided to do no LBLJ for my first race.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of scary stuff with LBLJ, like pillarless, and LBLJ itself can be kind of scary. You miss that a few times at the beginning of the race, and then you've sacrificed all of your time lost, or your time gain, rather. Well, GG. Great race, honestly. You had a lot of good things going on. Really good moving left side backup. I was impressed by that, and just in general, I don't think I've ever seen anybody go for moving left side, or I don't know if it was moving or standing when you did it, but ground pound after the wall kick. Is that what happened there?
Yeah, no, I've been having a lot of trouble recently because I've been fat fingering the Z button, but it's just unfortunate, and I've been trying to break the habit. I don't know what's going on, but I think I've been playing too much Galaxy.
Oh no!
Well, it was a good recovery still. Very good recovery.
Very well done.
Yeah, all right, I gotta get back to work, but shout outs to Saren for hosting this, and I'll see you guys in the next race.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep.
GG.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna dip in here really quick just to shout out again Urban Arts. Really a big thanks to them for putting on this event. We could not do it without them putting up the whole $2,000 prize pool for the Open. 2 whole brackets, and we're just getting into the thick of it here. Probably about halfway through round 1 of the qualifiers at this point. Plenty of matches left to go this week on into the weekend, so stay tuned. All week we will have more matches, and we got some more actually coming up next. Maybe some SMO this time around, some Super Mario Odyssey. So if you are interested, do stick around. We're gonna have some round of 16 playoff matches, really high level SMO. If you haven't watched any SMO before, it might be a good match to catch. But for now, we're gonna switch on over to some shoutouts to UAP, and yeah, thanks a lot for the comms, guys. Appreciate it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us. Thank you, Ti. Thank you, Saren. I had a blast, and yeah, what a tourney so far. I can't wait to see how the rest pans out.